Once again, welcome to this module. Let us now get detailed information about our module. So, NEP is the first education policy of the 21st century and it requires the entire education system to be reconfigured to support and foster learning so that all the critical targets and sustainable goals of 2030 can be achieved. The National Education Policy 2020 aims to transform India into a vibrant knowledge society and global knowledge superpower by making both school and college education more holistic, flexible, multidisciplinary, suited to the 21st century needs, and aim at bringing out the unique capabilities of each student. Built on the foundational pillars of access, equality, quality, affordability, and accountability, this policy is aligned to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, and this will focus to develop a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental duties and constitutional values, bonding with the one's country and a conscious awareness of one's roles and responsibility in a changing world. After that, we will focus on aims and elements of NEP 2020. So the first one is emphasize on the development of creative potential of each individual, focus on the cognitive capacities as well as the foundational capacities, develop basic literacy and basic numeracy. There should be no rigid separation between arts and science streams. Inculcate higher order cognitive capacities in the student like critical thinking and problem solving. And last one is to enhance the social, ethnical, and emotional capacities and dispositions of each individuals. So these all are the aims and elements of NEP 2020. Now another focus is on the reduction in curriculum. So reduction in curriculum can be achieved by following these points. Curriculum in all the subject to be reduced to its core essentials, more focus on critical thinking, inquiry discovery, discussion and analysis based teaching, and learning method for holistic education. Classes must be interactive. Teaching would be interactive with reduced dependency on textbook learning and encouragement towards questions from the students. Another, there must be the focus on experiential learning, fun, creative, collaborative, and exploratory activities in the classroom for the experiential learning and deeper student learning. Now we will discuss about National Curriculum Framework for School, the formulation of a new and comprehensive National Curricular Framework for School Education NCFSE 2020 to 21 will be undertaken by NCRT. The NCFSE document will be made available in all regional languages after the discussion with all the stakeholders. The NCFSE document shall henceforth be revisited and updated once every 5 to 10 years, taking into account the frontline curriculum. Now we will talk about these stakeholders. So stakeholder consists of the following: state governments, central government, different ministries, and educational experts. So these are the four parts of these stakeholders. Now we will discuss about national textbook with local content and flavors. All the textbook will contain only essential core materials while capturing any desired nuisance and supplementary material as per local contents and needs. Affordable, high quality and energized textbook to be provided along with the free digital version on the Diksha platform. States will prepare their own curricula and textbook based on NCRT curriculum and textbooks while incorporating the state flavor as material as needed. Concentrated efforts through suitable changes in curriculum and pedagogy will significantly reduce the weight of school bags. Now, another focus is on transforming assessment for student development. So first we will discuss about the classes or the grades 1 to 8. So there is must be key state assessment, census assessment at the key stage in classes 3, 5 and 8 to track achievement, achievement of critical LOs, testing to focus on achievement of essential learning outcomes, moving away from the rote learning. Assessment of core concepts and knowledge, higher order skills, and its application in real life situation while moving away from rote learning. Results of school examination. The result of school examination will be used only for developmental purpose and for continuous monitoring and improvement of the school system. Reforming examination in grades 9 to 12, including board exam. Board exam will be made easier as they will test primary core and capacity competencies, viable models to be explored, annual semester modular board exams having two parts, objective type and descriptive type in certain subjects. Progress card will reflect in detail the progress and the uniqueness of each student in the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Teachers are to be prepared for a transformation in the assessment system by the 2022 to 23 academic session. Each school board shall ensure equivalence of academic standards in learners' attainments. Standards, norms, and guidelines for school boards are to be set through the National Assessment Center, PARAK. And beginning with the mathematics, all subjects could be offered at 2 levels. After that, we will talk about the progress card. Now, progress card will be holistic and it is known as holistic progress card. So, how can we make our progress card effective? Let's see. State UTs will redesign progress cards in schools to make them holistic, 360-degree, and multidimensional. Progress card will induce self-assessment, peer assessment, and teacher assessment. Progress card will reflect in detail the progress and uniqueness of each student in the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Progress of the child in project-based and inquiry-based learning, quizzes, role plays, group work, portfolios, etc. are to be included. The holistic progress card will actively involve parents in their children's education and development. And last one, the AI-based software is to be developed for the use of students to help them track their growth and know valuable information to help them in making optimal career choices. Now, we will discuss about transforming the culture of assessments. So, there must be continuous tracking of learning outcomes of each student. Board exams are to be made more flexible by assessing essential skills. AI-based software to help track the progress of the student to enable them to make optimal career choices is to be developed. Assessment should focus on core concept, higher order and foundational skills. The National Assessment Center will help in bringing greater synergy in board exams conducted by various boards of assessments. Self-assessment, peer assessment, and teacher assessment are to be included to make the progress card a holistic 360-degree and multidimensional report. The National Testing Agency NTA will work to offer a high-quality common aptitude test twice a year to eliminate the need for taking coaching for university entrance exams. So today we have received information related to building foundation for 21st century India of National Education Policy under Module 4. Lastly, I would like to congratulate you on your successful completion of Module 4 as well as thank you for joining us. I hope that the information received by you today will be beneficial for you. Stay connected with our program for such important information about National Education Policy. Goodbye until then.